The Barian clan are making themselves more known, and that will be a problem for our heroes. The night may be darkest before the dawn, but we're still in nighttime, folks. So let's find out how dark it can get in these episodes. The Blur of Reality on Infernity Fields, episode 9 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed.
I haven't seen you in years, and what are you doing? You're telling me you're a part of the Barian clan? Why? Why else? To free many people like myself from the likes of fakers like you. Okay,
Fakers?
I'm kinda lost.
I think you're the fake brother around here. You're right. Huh?
It's kind of a long story. You see, Sully up there is my little brother. We used to get along well together until he started having these weird dreams. He went insane over them, to the point where he eventually ran away from home. I haven't seen him in a long time, and now he shows up here.
He has his reasonings. It's actually one of my favorite parts of Unleashed.
And you know it.
I thought that went into it.
People like myself have suffered through a fake reality, and now with the help of the Barian clan,
The Matrix is real.
What's his obsession with saying the word faker? Sully. At last. I've been waiting for this day forever. Wait, what's he doing? He's got a dual runner? Look out!
Of course he landed on his runner.
There he goes. Come on, faker. Catch me if you can.
I'm amazed I can hear you.
I'm going after him. You two get to high ground just in case Havoc comes back. Wait, Blur, you can't...
I've seen a lot of Star Wars. I know high ground is the best ground.
You heard the man. He can handle this on his own. Come on. Right.
And now we're going to get Sully's true reasoning. What's about being a fake brother and these memories that come back? Oh, trust me, it's very interesting. It's, again, one of my favorite little things from Unleashed. Just the extra lore bits that are added on to the original Arc 5. This and the true leader of the Barian clan are like one of those things where it's like, okay, I need to recommend this series now. As I've said before. It went from like, oh yeah, this is a pretty great series, to, okay, I must tell people. The word must get out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people are like, ew, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan show with just one human actor? Ew. Which, I mean, there's always going to be that stigma, to be fair. It's not something we're going to get rid of. It's like, the writing people! Doesn't matter if the animation is bad. Imagine the show. I'd rather watch a show with a good story and bad animation than the other way around. Invincible!
Okay, I've connected my dual pad to theirs. We'll be able to watch the duel from here. Good, because I want to see how we can get past this guy. Sully, what are you doing? We're brothers. We shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't even be a part of the Barian clan. Brothers?
I do wish it was a moving background, though. What are you going to do? Use your imagination.
I had a real life once. It was not with you. Here we go again. It was in a perfect home, with a perfect family. And do you want to know what happened? Do you want to know what happened?
Not really.
Zark happened. Many others like myself have been forced to live a lie. And all the Barian clan want to do is fix that. Is that really
This is when Zarks happened once or the second time.
Family before, along with your mother and your father. But now I see the truth. And now, all of it, everything, must be fixed. That is why I've joined the Barian clan. To proceed in their goals, so I can get my true life back. Hey, they're your mother and father too. No, they're not. Don't you see? Fine. If you don't believe me, then there's no point in arguing.
Wouldn't you all just be a mixed match family?
When I beat you, I'll be one step closer to getting back what I lost. Let me guess. Is it the spell card that I have that you guys probably want? Because I did just snatch it off of one of your grunts a while back. Well, that too. But also another thing. My life. Fine. Activating field spell. Go, Speed World Deluxe!
Here we go.
Let's speed duel! I'll make the first move. I draw my 4 cards for the turn. Interesting.
So far, Blur has been
Start by
undefeated in
normal
these.
summoning Manu, the Bionic Brawler, from my hand. Since I control no monsters, I can normal summon this card without tributing. Furthermore, I special summon from my hand Accelerin, the Bionic Blur.
The tuner.
Those are new cards. Change your deck? You bet I have. That old deck reminds me too much of you. This one is a little bit more comfortable. Now,
Probably some sort of spin-off of Jamming Way or something like that.
My level 5 Manu.
Or maybe it was more Shadow the Hedgehog focused. I don't know. We'll never know.
Triassica, the Bionic Giant.
Right from the get-go.
I'll end my turn with 2 face down.
Fortunately, he doesn't have the equipped monster, so it's manageable.
Tie a hand on the first turn. Not only to set 2 cards, but to bring out a level 8 Synchro. Looks like he's not messing around.
No.
Okay then. I draw! To start my turn, I normal summon from my hand Jamming Way Orange Scale.
Yep.
I'm still using these Jamming Way cards.
Why get rid of a winning formula?
A bit of Goldie, or an orangey in this case.
Hmm.
I activate this monster's special ability. Since it's normal summoned, I get to activate one of 2 effects. I either normal or special summon a Jamming Way monster from my hand. Your choice. Fine. I choose to let you normal summon a monster from your hand. Thanks, because now I can normal summon Jamming Way Cyan Crane!
Which triggers its
And
effect.
using its effect, I can special summon a Jamming Way monster from my deck since it was normal summoned. Come on out, Blue Unicorn!
Yeah.
His effects are negated and he becomes a level 2 monster, but that's fine by me. And Crane's a tuner monster. All of those monsters combined make the level 7. I see you're going for a bigger monster as well. Why not?
Gotta bust out the ace already. Wait, no, the ace is level 6, my
I
bad.
tune level 3 Crane, level 2 Scale, and level 2 Unicorn together.
Synchro
I
Shokan!
summon appear before us. Level 7 Jamming Way Yellow Gemini.
Alright.
By the looks of it, Blur isn't either.
Bit of a me tool
Now,
item.
don't forget, since Scale, Crane, and Unicorn were sent to my graveyard,
Get
you have
millin'.
to mill and banish the top card of your deck for each of them. Fine.
Hmm.
And now,
Not
I'll
bad.
set 1 card face down before attacking. Battle Yellow Gemini. Attack his monster.
Must have a special ability to be attacking like that.
Gemini is only a few feet from being stronger than that monster. Must have some sort of effect to make up for it.
I see what you're doing. That's right. I activate Yellow Gemini's special ability. Since it's battling a monster whose defense is greater than its attack, your monsters change to defense mode.
Interesting effect.
And Yellow Gemini gets to inflict piercing damage.
Nice.
Attack! Go, Supersonic Thunder! But it won't work.
Huh?
I activate my trap card. Reveal Bionic Implant.
Gah.
What's that do? Oh, you'll find out. I activate Implant's special ability. It allows me to equip 1 Technopath, the Bionic upgrade from my extra deck to my monster. Furthermore,
Which means the
Triassic gains
Technopath
an
will take the
additional
damage.
1,200 attack points. But your monster
Or take the blow.
That doesn't matter. Not when Technopath has another effect. By unequipping it from Triassica, I nullify your monster's attack.
What?
Ugh,
Yeah.
see what you
I
did
thought it was like a Union monster, like the Union takes the hits instead of the monster itself.
You turn the duel around with just 1 trap card.
Unions would be a lot better if they had an effect like that. Instead of getting blown up, I just get an extra monster. What?
strategy, if you ask me. I mean, I know.
Imagine ABCs like that. Oy.
You can't surprise me. All right, I draw. Since I have 2 speed counters, I will activate the spell card, Bionic Rebellion. It simply lets me special summon 1 Bionic monster from my deck. I choose
The entire deck.
Flamel,
That's
the
it.
Bionic Thorns. I
Okay,
activate
Wild
Flamel's
Vine.
Special ability. By targeting Blur in my graveyard, I can increase Flamel's level by his. So I'll raise Flamel's level from 5 to 8.
Uh-oh. It's going for an Xyz already.
Unless 2 level 8 monsters.
He's not even using Triassica's effect to destroy cards.
Oh wait, you're with the Barian clan. You're probably going to use them for an Exceed summon. Correct. But before I do that, I'll activate Triassica's
Oh, there we go.
ability.
I thought I was gonna
Banishing
misplay.
two demonic
Nope.
monsters, I destroy that many cards you control.
Right before I do that,
Take out
this
his
burst.
monster and his face down. I don't think so. I banished Blue Unicorn from my graveyard to prevent Gemini from being destroyed. But your Speller Trap is still destroyed.
Bah.
True, but you destroyed my Jamming Wave phase motion. And since
Huh?
it was sent to the graveyard, you get slammed with 1,000 points of damage.
Yeah. But that's a sacrifice I need to make.
Regardless, I will now proceed my turn.
Now he
by
can't. Yeah, now he
overlaying
can't
my
use his
two
rank
level
up because he
8
doesn't have the speed
monsters.
counter sport.
With these two monsters, I build the overlay network.
It delays his
and
strategy.
exceed summon rank 8. Automaton, the Bionic Warhead. Whoa, that's a big one.
It
Looks
is.
like he has enough nukes to destroy a city.
And then some.
And in this case, he will. But before that, I will activate...
Aim for Detroit!
special ability
It's
on
always
Ringo,
Detroit.
Equipping him to my monster and giving him 1,200 attack. Ah, great. Now it's even stronger. Now, Automaton, use your special ability. By using up an overlay unit, all of your monsters are annihilated.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
There goes Gemini.
And for each one destroyed, Automaton's attack points rise by 500.
Jeez!
That thing has 4,700 attack points now. That's more than enough to win the duel. Maybe. But since Yellow Gemini was destroyed, its ability activates. Now you have to reveal and banish face down the top 3 cards of your deck. So get millin'.
Okay, whatever. I'm about to win anyway. Take that. Dark Refer, huh?
You can mill all the cards you want, Faker. But it won't change your fate. This isn't good. Blur better find a way to turn this duel around and fast.
Like
Now
within the
battle
next
Automaton.
5 seconds.
Attack his life points directly and end this duel. Go! Bionic Bombardment!
And then Blur fucking died. The end. He got beaten down like Sonic at the beginning of Sonic Forces by Infinite. What do you think of the new Yu-Gi-Oh series, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s? Oh god, that was the new show at the time. Actually, that one hasn't hurt too bad. Nothing will hurt as bad as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge joke. We can always show them the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist. What do you mean Yuma's the new one? No! I'm old! 7s is... I guess it's more of an overall feeling of rush. I only watched the first season of 7s, and from what I saw, it was alright. It just was... I just didn't want to keep going. It wasn't for me. I understand that people like the show and stuff like that, and there's no ill will towards that. You like the show, you like the show. That's it at the end of the day. I meme about some shows being bad, but if you like them, that's what matters. You know, it doesn't hurt anyone if you like a television show. Far from it. It's just not for me. But I've seen a lot of things about it, and they treat women characters a lot better than they did in the original series, or at least in the original Master Duel animes, but they can't see, they have like 5,000 arcs. And also the fact that frickin' I keep hearing there's a new Go Rush episode. I'm like, end, and then it's ending too. It's like, oh, okay then. Oh, they can't have a frickin' villain worth of crap. They always have to turn around and be a good guy in the end. Ugh. Also, the bad guy is Seto because of course it isn't. Even though Otis takes all the bit. Well, I don't know. Talking about Sevens itself, I'm sure it's a good show. People enjoy it. No problem there. Just not for me. That's the end of the thing. I like Rush Dueling. I do. I just don't like... I'm just not into the show. But anyway, that's your question. As for this so far, Blur's really in a bad spot. Yes, this is truly Sully's motivation as a character. He was ripped away from his own home and now is stuck with this one. Can you imagine that? You're just living your life with your family and then you wake up one day and suddenly you're with a whole new family being told this is your life now. Like, just imagine that your world is turned upside down. Mind you, Sully did go along with it for a while, but then once he had those flashback memories, it's like it's all coming to him, and now he feels like everything's been ripped away. Everyone's fake. It's all fake. And yeah, he's got a point. Like, family is family at the end of the day, but it's also, he's got a point. And he doesn't even know what happened to his family, so actually, I think he might know something, but I won't judge too soon. Anyway, why don't we just see if Blur got blown up? So why don't we get into part 2 now? The Blur of Reality, part 2. Did Blur blow up? Probably not. Let's be real here.
Gotcha.
Incorrect.
Alright. How could you have possibly survived?
I'll
my
play
attack
along.
now? That would be thanks to my trap card, Synchro Spark. Oh really?
How could you have possibly activated a trap card from your hand?
Well, I can since I control no monsters. Synchro Spark lets me target a Synchro monster in my graveyard and decrease your monster's attack by his. Yellow Gemini was my target, and since it had 2700 attack, that's how much your monster loses.
Alright then, well, what about your speed counters?
Yeah, you can thank my speed spell, Sturdy Speed, for that. It prevents me from losing any speed counters when I take damage this turn.
Whatever.
Annoying, but handy.
Make your move. Then it's my move. I draw! You know,
He doesn't care.
you don't have to do this. Okay, look, I know it wasn't really fair on me or Mom or Dad to not believe you the first time around, but, I mean, a couple of years
Come on,
ago, we didn't
87
even know
times
that
the
parallel
charm.
dimensions existed, let alone there was an original one. You can't just blame us for something that you didn't have any control over. Still don't get it, do you? You're not real, family. I and many of us like me have been rebooted into a fake world. Heck, the most notable example I can think of someone who actually realized what was going on here was Leo Akuba. And quite frankly, he was one of the few smart people who actually tried to correct it. Silly.
Yeah, by kidnapping a bunch of girls to fuse them together with a weird parasitic doctor.
Getting my life back. Fine.
Man destroyed countless lives, ended an entire dimension to get his daughter back.
I summon from my hand Jamming Way Crimson Crab.
Not in
Using
the
its effect,
inspirational
I
way.
can add one Jamming Way card straight to my hand. And the card I added is the one I'm going to be activating. Let's go! Jamming Way Star Force!
Star Force.
This spell card lets me resurrect one Jamming Way monster from
The
my
Jamming Way is
graveyard.
supposed to be like Mega Man
His effects
villains,
are negated, but
or
that's
characters,
fine
stuff
by
like that.
me.
Probably Mega
I'll
Man
bring back
EXE.
Orange Scale. And since he's not a synchro
Or something
monster,
like that, I don't know.
can use Star Force's other effect.
They're
to
Mega
force
Man-y.
you to mill cards from your deck equal to his level. He's level 2, so you reveal, mill, and banish face down 2 cards from the top of your deck.
Yeah. Dark Orange.
And since Crimson Crab is a tuner monster, I'll tune it with my level 2 Orange Scale. Go,
I like
Great
how he's
Beast.
just milling
Take
all his
to the
best
skies.
cards, because
Flap
that's just
your wings
realistic
of
how it
freedom.
is in
I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
synchro
I'll
summon.
just
Level
get rid of all
6.
my good shit and
Sonic
keep all my
Boom
bricks.
Dragon.
Thanks, Deck.
Looks like Blur's making a comeback.
Eh.
Well,
Oop.
I figured that would be coming out eventually.
Oh, and don't forget, since Crab and Scale were sent to my graveyard, you have to mill 2 more cards from the top of your deck.
There's a brick, I guess.
Finally, I was wondering when you were gonna bring him out. Then this shouldn't be a surprise at all. Sonic Boom's effect activates, destroying all cards on the field other than itself. Go, Sonic Mirage! Oh, I don't think so. I activate my trap card, Bionic Failsafe.
Huh? He had a
With
plan
it, I can
B.
prevent my monster from being destroyed, and I get to draw 1 card.
Ah,
Maybe, but your Technopath isn't safe.
that's true.
That's right. That means not only does my monster get weaker, but I can't negate his attack. Exactly, but I ain't done yet. Now I special summon from my hand Crystal Synchron!
Oh boy.
Tune level 3 Crystal Synchron and level 6 Sonic Boom Dragon together!
This is why I used the assault one in the
Go,
previous
Great
thumbnail he was
Beast. Take
in.
to the skies.
I knew the
Spread
super was
your
going to
golden
show up
wings
again
and
later.
Fly at the speed of
Assault
sound.
mode, not so much.
I synchro summon level 9 Super Sonic Dragon!
And
Nice.
Supersonic Dragon too. Huh. Yeah. I can remember that card giving you a hard time.
Supersonic. Am I really that worth the trouble? Yeah, pretty much. Now, let's end this. This monster may not be strong enough to take out your monster, but since you already know what's about to happen, why would attack points matter? Now, Supersonic Dragon, attack him and end this! And don't forget, when Supersonic Dragon battles, all cards you control are destroyed! Let's go! Supersonic Stream!
Did Blur just get the win?
What happened? I don't know. Looks like I've lost reception.
That isn't
Oh,
good.
never mind. They're coming back here right now.
The answer, no.
You incompetent fool. He's still standing?
Ugh.
What? How? Ugh.
And now I lost life
What
points.
just... Oh, I'm sorry. Remember my trap card, Bionic Failsafe? Remember when I said that it prevents my monster from being destroyed?
You meant by all
I'm
means.
sorry. What I meant to say was it prevents my monster from being destroyed for the rest of this turn.
Gah!
I'm sorry. I really should have laid that out for you. My bad. Well,
Fine-tune the
Supersonic can't be
details.
destroyed by battle, but
You gotta pay the
still,
maintenance
that was
cost.
kind of a jerky move, not telling me the rest of your card's abilities. I mean, you could have at least told me that part and give you a chance to beat me. Not likely. Fair point. I'm done. And during the end phase, I banish Crystal Synchron so my monster doesn't go back to the extra deck. Very well then. I draw. Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
What are you talking about?
Finally, your reckoning day starts here.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Oh, nothing much. Just this.
Oh no!
Wake up, Magic Baryon Force! Oh no.
Got no speed
Oh, no.
counters.
That means
Oh yeah!
that's right.
I've seen that card before. That's the same card Topia used. So does that mean these really are the guys who gave Topia that card?
And unlike that stupid lackey who didn't even know how speed dueling works, I actually know how to wield this card's power. Why we sent an incompetent idiot like that to get the card you possess, I'll never know. But regardless, I will now use this spell card to rank up Automaton! Now let's go! Chaos Xyz Evolution! Come forth, the most powerful of bionic monsters. Bring forth your might! Titanica, the Bionic Titan! Wait, I don't... Oh,
It's growing amongst the horizon. It's so big, it
5,000?
moved,
That thing's
so
just
there
as
was
strong as a
more
five-headed
room.
Dragon?
Hey, it wouldn't be a Titan if it had a massive attack stat, now would it?
That thing has more than enough attack points to finish me. Well, it technically does, but you know what? I want overkill.
Huh?
I will activate the effect of Technopath in my graveyard, equipping it to this monster to give it even more power. Oh boy. Oh,
Now it's got
wait,
double
I'm
the
not
attack
done
of
yet.
Supersonic.
I'm not done. I will activate both of this monster's special abilities.
Both?
Effect number 1 lets me target your monster and steal its special ability.
What?
What? Oh no! That's right. Now not only is your monster's effect negated, but now Titanica gains its special
Hmm.
abilities.
Is Titan supposed to be
By
spelled like
attack,
that?
All of your monsters
Or is
are
that an
wiped out.
auto spell
Yet
correct?
wiping out Supersonic, it'll wipe me out straight away. Oh, but wait, I'm not done. I am not done.
But wait,
I
there's
want
more.
Extreme overkill. I will activate this monster's special ability. By using up one Chaos Overlay unit, I can decrease your monster's attack points by 500 for every card in your graveyard.
No.
Ah. Oh, and just to add the icing on the cake, this monster gains that lost attack.
You can't be
And
serious.
its effects cannot be negated. No way!
How am I supposed to beat that
I
thing?
can do. Nothing in my graveyard, my hand, I'm defenseless. Finally.
How am I
At
supposed to
long
beat that
last,
thing?
I've been
You're
waiting for
not.
this for a long time. Now, Sully, wait.
What?
Please, stop this. Don't you realize what you're doing? Sure, we may not be your real family, but look at me right now. I may not have been your real brother, but I still treated you as such. Even when these memories started haunting you. If you wipe me out now, you're probably going down a path that you can't return from. Just like the path you took when you ran away from home. No, I can't. Not when I'm this close. You can't just think that the Baryon clan will fix all of this for you. You don't understand. That day, I didn't run away just so I could join some random organization. I ran away because I wanted to find my family. My real one. I may have been too naive back then to accept the possibility that they were truly gone. But regardless, I searched my entire dimension high and low. Until, with the greatest stroke of luck, I actually did find one of my family members. My sister. I remember her in the original dimension. She was my life. I loved her more than anything else.
Ew.
When I found her, I was so delighted to see her. But I ignored the true possibility.
Ew, get away from me, weirdo. Brother, this man's annoying me.
I was shattered,
Who the hell was that?
ripped apart, and it only got worse as I saw her run towards her new family. As I saw her run towards someone who she called her brother. Sully, I don't care if it was for a noble cause or not. I lost everything I ever knew. And for what? To live a lie? To protect myself from some random psychopath? Living a lie is the worst fate that anyone could have. And you and your mother and father were only an example of that. That day was one of the worst days of my life. I lost it. But at the same time, that's when an opportunity was laid out for me.
So I turned evil. It was the only choice, you see.
Aren't you an interesting sight to find around these parts? Buzz off. What for? Still not done yet grieving about the fact that you lost your family and that they can't remember you? And worse still, being forced to live with a new family? A fake one?
How do you know what I'm thinking?
What's it to you? Simple. You're not alone. What? Believe me, there are others out there. Others who lost their families, who lost the original lives that they once knew because of the events that happened in the original dimension. Give yourself some credit, you're at least one of the lucky ones. I mean, most of these people will probably live the rest of their lives without knowing what they were like in the original dimension. But never mind that. You want that life of yours back, don't you? Believe me, many others like yourself in my organization want that. And we can make it happen. So what do you say, my friend? Do you want to set things right, or do you wish to continue living the lie that you now know?
I choose the lie! Tough choice.
I'm listening. And so I took it. I joined the Barrion clan and I never looked back. And I don't intend to until I can resurrect my past, so I can put fakers like you where they belong. Please. Please. Face it. I've been living a dream this whole time. And now it's time to wake up. Titanic.
This won't bring back your family.
End this duel. Go! Continental Climax! Sully, please.
It's too late. The attack's been declared.
You. Don't. Oh, and one more thing that you should probably be...
Yet another effect.
What?
I never loved you. Road. Ah!
No! No! Ah!
So he hit the side of the rock, and then the fist came in, mashing him between a rock and a hard place.
Blur! Oh no! What are we doing just standing here? We can't just... we gotta do something. Right. Man, I can't believe how easy that was. At last, I'm one step closer.
To the edge, and I'm about to break.
I bet you're wondering in your head right now, why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because you're nothing but an imaginary friend. And I've outgrown you.
Too late.
Oh no. You're gonna pay for this! How is he?
Well,
What's wrong calling me an imaginary friend? I don't even know Blue Regard Q Kazoo.
right about
And I wasn't in that
that.
If
On a scale
movie.
of 1 to 10, I'd say 2. But he'll live. Well, it's better than being dead, I'll say that much.
Yeah. I don't know, there are still some fates
What do we
out there
do?
worse than death.
We shouldn't just stand here. He's tried to help us out so far, so we should at least return a favor. We need to get him to somewhere where he can be helped. Well, yeah, but we don't know how far the nearest hospital could be. How do we do that? Well, his dual runner. It's in really bad shape, but I think I might be able to get it running again.
Oh, so it's better working than Yugioh's dual runner in the actual anime. That thing's totaled and that's the end of it. Damn.
What about him? Let him go. We have more important
And then he
matters
proceeds to
do.
lose that duel. Gah.
Right.
To be continued. But first, the post-credit scene, I guess, technically.
How easy that was. What are you doing, Sully?
Goat.
You can't feel sorry for him now. You've come too far. All you have to do is help them reunite the dimensions again, and everything can go back to normal.
If you think separating them will break everything, what makes you think putting them together will
Hello,
fix
Sully.
anything?
My lord.
I was wondering how your progress was going on obtaining the spell card that we need.
As a matter of fact, I have.
I have
That's
gotten
one
it.
down. 3 to go.
Ah, excellent.
I thought it
In that
was
case,
3.
return to
It's
base
still weird to me that there's 4 of them, but
Right
it's
now,
called
I am
1 of
proceeding
3.
in the operations that we planned for so long.
Understood,
I don't
my
know.
lord. I wish you the best of luck.
Believe me, I don't need luck.
Lancer base, synchro dimension.
Well, Lancers. What else can I say except checkmate?
What's your favorite monster attribute? Fire. Done. Easy. I like the fire types in Pokemon. I like the fire types in Yu-Gi-Ohs. It's that simple. Also, I admit that victory counter may be controversial because technically his life points in at 0, but let's be real here. That attack was coming in through no matter what. All he did was crash into it. He was going to lose that duel. Technically, you could say it's a draw, but let's face it, that one was an L. Everyone argues that Yusei should have lost to Kyle in round 1, but he got saved by the dual runner explosion. I say, I agree with that, so, he was going to lose. It's a victory counter. If you disagree, fair enough. If enough people argue, I might change my mind. I don't know. I'm just saying my explanation, so moving on. Also, checkmate. That is a hint as to who the true identity of the boss is. You didn't think it would come up at first, but it's because it just seems like a random throwaway line. But actually, it's a clue. It's something I just kind of noticed nowish. So anyway, yeah, that's all of Sully's backstory about him wanting not only to get back his real family, but his real sister, who has now been, again, stripped away from him. Not to mention thinks she has her own family, which she technically does now. Sully is one of the few that can remember. Due to the interdimensional destruction with Zark, people were separated put with their own families, and I guess, some people managed to get their memories back, but not everyone did. There were consequences to all of this, and this is one of them, unfortunately. It was to save everyone from the disaster that they created. Well, not everyone made the Zark disaster, to be fair. There were innocents, of course. Oy. But clearly Sully didn't feel it was worth it. It meant he didn't get to have his own family back. What he fails to see is that he formed a new family with new love and new care, but he doesn't think that's the same. It's not his real family. It's not... Maybe I shouldn't speak on this thing. I was going to be like, it's not that you have an additional family now, but that he also had the cost of removing one of his own. I don't know. I'm in a situation where I have typically multiple families from my own point of view, but I never had to lose a family in regards. I don't know. Lost family members, but never an entire family. Yeah. It's a tragic past. And his motivation doesn't make sense, especially when someone comes along speaking the exact language of what you're thinking when you're in your darkest hour. When you're in your darkest hour, all you want to hear is comfort and, your own words are parroted back at you. And, That's exactly what he got to hear, and now he thinks he can fight for the future of his family, or rather get his own family back. When I think what would most likely happen is all the universes would be reunited, and then you'd be just with a different family again. Why would you think that your boss is telling the truth? I mean, that's probably the most logical thing. If I put everything back together again, I'll be back together again with my own family, but I don't know, it's one of those things, I guess. Must have been one hell of a knockdown, just your own family doesn't recognize you. Damn. There's a few things worse than that. Really. Getting just to wake up one day and you're with a new family now and being told to deal with it. Really. It's the plot of every isekai ever. No, it's more than that, but still. Bro got isekai'd. Technically everyone did. What is Arc 5 but a giant isekai in a sense? Or maybe I'm overthinking. That's not quite an isekai. I'm thinking too much. Or not enough. Either way, yeah. So he just essentially destroyed his old family and life, and now he's going to go out and to form his own path and the destruction of everyone else. And now he's got the card that they need to cause mass destruction. And now the head boss is in the Synchro base. I don't think we'll pick up on that one in the next episode. I think it's the one after that. And the one after the next episode is a 4-parter, so you're not getting 2 episodes in that one. You're getting one big episode. Think of it like a movie. In a way, I guess you could say. But that's a problem for next time, or the time after that. Anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.